Now you talk to Cyan, because he's the boss.
I'm the boss.
Cyan, my legs are broken.
You should see a doctor.
I like to sleep. I like to sleep under the Jeep in the garage because it's warm.
Oh,
The owner woke up and drove off. And
Oh,
I
no.
woke up. Now my legs are broken.
that sounds like a problem. Is that just this open beta, or is that actually something going on like in your avatar? Because if it,
I just logged in today after going to open beta, and I was just like, wait, what the fuck?
yeah, definitely write that as a canny for like.
Q avatar.
Yeah, that seems like a problem.
You guys for a while now. No, seriously.
Ooh. It looks like we're about to start. Fax already did the call over here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and quiet, please. Then. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the community meetup. So I don't know if anybody's noticed today, but the instance name is Cyan's the boss, so I'm the boss today. So yeah, let me get this off your screen. You get paid?
What?
You don't.
When am I getting paid? You're the boss. Pay me.
You don't get paid. I'm the boss. I decide these things. Anyway, welcome to the community meetup, and as obviously everybody that is here understands this, we are on open beta today. So if you happen to see any bugs, which we've already found like 3 already, please make sure to make a canny for these, post them in like the open beta channel in the official Discord, like make sure that, you know, the devs know the things that we found that are wrong. But to continue, well, again, welcome to the community meetup. This is an event for, you know, world creators to show off the worlds that they're making in progress or things that they've made in the past. It is not affiliated with VRChat or any other group specifically. If you're not in the Discord, make sure you go to the communitymeetup.net, and then you can join the Discord and get all the notifications for like when we're having these, but everyone here already knows that, so this is really just me saying that to the people on stream. Anyway, if you plan on showing a world today, please make sure that the world follows the VRChat terms of service and guidelines. Make sure that it is set to 40 people, although today we almost didn't have a full instance. Oh, we're past 40 now. But yes, make sure that your world is set to 40 users so that we can get everybody in, because they have a hard cap and soft cap, and yeah, 40 is the max. If you're dropping an instance, please make sure it is Friends Plus or Invite Plus, anything that is plus to make it so that we can all get into the instance. Let's see. If you're dealing with, or if your world deals with sensitive subject matter, please ask us first before showing it, because sometimes people can be affected by those kind of subjects. If you have a larger world, which means 250 megabytes or more, please let us know. We're going to put you towards the end just so that people who have slower internet can actually enjoy the worlds they're seeing instead of downloading the entire time. If you have a time constraint, also let us know on that. We can move you forward on the list, but sadly, if you have a larger world, we can't move you forward. So just let us know on that. Please visit your world first. Make sure that, you know, there is a collider that people can like actually land into your world, and also continuing with that, make sure there's an area that we can gather everybody again so that we can leave the world to continue the meetup. So thinking towards yesterday, Lakuza went to a world that literally had no collider and everybody had to like restart. So please check your worlds. So let's see. While we're here, please make sure to use an optimized avatar. Make sure that your avatar is excellent, good, or medium. Please no poor or very poor. We try to keep this because we have so many people here, every avatar has to be kind of loaded, even if you have the safety settings. So it's like better to have a medium or better avatar. And seeing the thing on your screen, if you don't see it, please show my avatar, point to me, as well as point to Faxnor. We have little shader messages to tell you things to do. So in this example, I said use optimized avatars, but in other example, we will be coordinating people by saying, you know, respawn, which we will be using to move on to the next world. So that is, again, use your quick menu to point at myself and Faxnor and use show avatar. And let's see. If you showed a world last week, please wait before stepping into this square to this week. We typically want people that have a 1 week cooldown before showing the next world, just so that people who do want to show can show. But if we happen to have like no worlds, like we can open that up, but just we'll let you know on that first. And with that, if you have a world you would like to show, please stand in this square in front of the stage, and your name will come up here, and we will write you down. Okay, only 5 people today. We have, this is not the order yet, but Faxner's on it. So, Note 2, Joro, Cervix, and Zarni Whoop? Yes, Zarni?
I do have a time constraint.
Okay. So with that, Zarni should go first.
Really, really soon.
Okay. Are you writing the list down, Fax?
Yes.
Okay.
I just walk in.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm assuming this is going to be Zarni Whoop first, and then I'm not sure what order Fax sees, but then I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Natal, Joro, Cerix. Oh, wait, oh, there we go. Tekken on Nerd Koopa. Let's see if I can actually open my device here. Zarni, do you have anything you want to say before we go to your world?
Yep.
Oh, Zarni.
Walk up on stage or
Let me click this. Here, now you can walk up stage.
Okay, so the main thing that I want to try with the world I'm about to show is the audio in the world is synced for everyone. Even if you late join, then you hear what everyone else is hearing, and it works with 5 people. Will it work with 40 people? I don't know. Let's find out. And that's basically it. All of the songs are actual files in the world. There's no like streaming or anything, so it's just all in-world audio sources. So that's, yeah, checking that stuff out.
All right.
Should I just drop a portal?
Yep. You can drop a portal.
Copyrighted music. Is it?
Is it copyrighted?
I don't think it would get flagged, but just to be on the safe side, just bring your world down to 0. I'm not taking any responsibility, even though I think personally it's not gonna flag anything, but
I mean, technically the responsibility is on the streamer themselves. It's like always my fault here.
yeah.
All right, portal.
Yep.
If I can get to it, there we go. FX, can you go in early just so we have somebody there at the beginning? Oh. Oh wait, I just saw somebody disappear too.
That's a new behavior, I think.
So we're at 35 people now. What was the number? What you saw?
30 something, 33.
Ow, so much for a small meetup. That means we're probably still at like 75 people. Okay,
What should we do?
I'm looking for
inviting him back, I guess. Yeah, because it sounds like half the people are still here.
That's what it looks like. I looked at VRCX and it said 36 players in here still.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. If only we knew what the original number was. Wait, is Zarni Whoop even in the official or sorry, I guess the community meetup Discord? No, there he is.
Was that a private? No.
I think we're doing a pretty good job so far.
I can't get that.
All right, guys, this is what happens when Cyan's the boss. Don't give me bad reviews.
I'm jumping now.
I can't believe you broke the. I can't believe you broke the portal. Very responsible of you.
We're taking. I guess I'll watch. I got an invite. I got an invite from Maya. Okay, I'll invite as many people as I can. Do you see my? You saw me and I was.
Oop.
Well, you pulled on the tail and then you bring my base. You know that happened. Yeah, the ball don't show up. Calibration.
Hey, CyanLaser.
Oop, hello.
I'm not friends with that many people here. Can I add you so
Yeah,
I can
go ahead.
join on you?
Although hopefully, I don't know if we're getting like people coming back or not. Well,
Oh, there might be? Okay. I just want to make sure, like, if
Mhm.
something happens, I'd rather,
yeah, it seems like Fax already left. So I need to confirm that again. Oh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
Are we rejoining here, or are we trying to join on them?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and join on them since it sounds like they're not coming back. So everybody join off me if you can. Also, who's this?
Make sure you rate that in the Discord.
Make sure everyone's.
Okay. Menus. It's so difficult to just read these things. Okay, I'll see you guys there. So I don't know if you caught this, like the beginning stand. Basically, the portal closed on half of us. There's still a lot of people, even though it is open beta. I mean, not everybody has joined off me yet.
Okay, there's the guy. There we go. There we go.
There looks pretty cool.
Oh, I remember this world.
Yeah, I think I remember because of silent shaders, Arnie updated this, so it's like less shimmery.
So yeah. I mean, it's very pixely, so it's always going to have a little bit of that, but it is a lot less.
Yep.
I'm not sure if these people were in the last world. I didn't check enough. Is Fame and Mystery Man there from the last world? Does anybody know?
I have no idea who those people are.
Ixa, by the way.
Never heard of them.
Yes.
Science?
Yes.
I saw the list is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like
We had 6 people? Yes.
Would it be too much if I slotted myself in to the list,
I will-
or would that be too much?
I can add you to the list. Let me just notify facts on that.
Way in the end.
Okay.
Does the flickery get better?
Flickery?
Yeah, like my headset is like just the frames are dying.
Oh, you mean? I think you mean stuttering.
Once you have everybody's avatar loaded, it should get better, but like this meetup is typically a very heavy performance thing. So it depends on your computer. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, cool. But like if I just wait, it might get better.
It might. If you haven't done so, like put your safety settings on max and like hide everybody except like myself and Faxner because we're event admin things.
Yeah.
But like that should hopefully help you a little.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
What thing were you talking about? What part?
Okay, I'm gonna go look for Zarni.
BT bug on FOTL 2.0 with BT setting to go by.
See, more and more people are trying to reset their full body right now. Either alpha
Messes with my.
Are these new blocked avatars? What? For whatever reason, I don't see your performance rating, and I'm wondering if it's just because like you guys have a high download or something. What is this avatar? Oh, is that what it means?
Interesting.
I mean,
Now we also get to experience the quest
It's my rebellion.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody know where Zarni is? Oh, there's Zarni.
I hear music now. But if anything else plays on my system right now, I will go deaf.
That's really weird.
I'm not sure why this thing's
It is super fucking loud or super quiet.
Oh,
Like 0.5% volume.
yeah, the music here is.
I set the audio levels so like if
Does she
the
hear
music,
as well?
even at 100%, will never overpower conversation, no matter what.
Oh.
So.
I feel like that's kind of like an opposite approach that I've seen. So it's like,
There's an application called Oculus Sound Loudness Meter that gives you a number to aim for. That's a recommended sound pressure level that most Oculus compatible applications should aim at. Of course, it works for everything. I would say this is like too quiet because I couldn't even tell that there was anything playing.
This is just a unique case because, you know, I've been testing with just a house group of people with 5 or 10 people around just talking normally, and then you can hear the music just fine. But now it's like, you know, 40 people standing
all right next to each other.
freaking everyone's talking, so of course the music is gonna be very difficult. There's just a million voices.
If I have my voices at like 30% and world at 100, then I can hear it.
So I think this is just kind of like a preference for world creators. I think VRChat officially like defines it as like you kind of want music or sounds in the world to be around like 75% because that's like what the default is. But like one of the experiences that I had was like we had a world that was, you know, we said you should do this at 100 or put your sound settings to 100, and then nobody could hear it. Like certain people couldn't hear it because, you know, they have their, I guess, hearing prefer louder sounds. So it's like, I guess it's really up to you. You're obviously the world creator here because it's just music. It's like if you really want it as ambient, you can have it this way.
That's why I recommend using the loudness meter from Oculus developer tools. It gives you an objective measurement of loudness, regardless of what your volume is set to.
You know what? I need to download that because I literally was just trying to do an audio test to try to figure out like how you could measure loudness, and the way that I did it is I recorded on Audacity and then got the
Oh, you have water in now?
amplitude at various settings. Just to like.
Shall we go check it out? I don't know if you had already gotten to it, but didn't you also say silence new shader?
Yes, using Silence Pixel Shader as of right now.
I just realized I'm not walking.
So everything like
Yes.
And then I'm just using RedSyn's water shaders.
Slight small thing, but you have some Z fighting here. Look.
Oh, there are super much sea fighting everywhere.
Okay. I don't have to point it out then.
Letting it be like a world aesthetic.
Okay.
If you use Redsyn, that means
to fix everything.
It's very aesthetic.
I want to know about the dungeon in the pool.
I feel like I don't
That's a good question.
disc somewhere, and like a,
I'm gonna add
like a,
you know, like
sculpture of a guy's head.
animated gifs, like just flying past, and like, you know, funny pictures to look at eventually.
If you use Redsyn instead, does that mean that you use a depth buffer for the whole thing as well?
Right now I haven't really gone through an optimization pass. I'm just using a directional light, and that's it.
I don't know if you need, like, the water shader probably doesn't need a depth pass. I don't know if I don't see it right now.
Specifically, it does because it does.
Oh, actually, Silence does as well. And I know that like people are saying, "Oh, that's only for the foam." If you don't have a depth light, it just doesn't show. It doesn't show anything on the surface.
So this one just looks like it's scrolling. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's for the transparent one. The opaque one looks like without a depth.
Do you use space processing in the
Yeah, I had to add a
No.
directional light to make the water works. I think there was a version without any directional the buffer requirement, but it looked pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly. If you have but you can also set it just to the water layer, or you can set it to like the intensity really low or something like that. I think so it doesn't affect players. Like it was, I thought that like you would put a prefab on the database of just like a depth buffer, which is literally
Yeah.
okay. Because I went looking for it and I couldn't find it.
You know what I like to do with water though?
It might have gotten moved to a weird spot, man.
Most bosses buy him with heavy depth
Well,
of field.
I would have been the one moving it. I
I'm the one who did
searched
the
depth in
original
every
moving.
tab and I couldn't find it.
Oh, okay.
Unless it doesn't have depth as in a word, but I would think that it would. Is this the new Igbar?
This is my casual look for being casual.
Igbar has a face.
Those shoes on the
So,
road are
so
very odd, though.
when are you formal? Is my next question.
Like if I'm showing something at the meetup, then I would, I'd use the official avatar, branding and stuff, that kind of thing.
I thought the hat was the branding.
Yeah. I thought the voice was the branding.
Marketing, whatever. Don't worry about it.
I guess we're not worrying about it.
I need the coffee. It's been about 10 minutes, Cyan. I'm not sure. Are you doing 10 or 15 today?
Because I was held back, I was like going to give it a little more time, but it looks like people are just kind of hanging out now.
The water shader. I lose frames every time I look at a water shader in this world.
My frames are just kind of like red all around. I don't think it matters where I'm looking.
Yeah, but I can see it on my frame time specifically. Like,
We were just talking about
I think it's only in the fountain.
no, it also seems to do it with this water. It looked like.
It's supposedly red sims, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I have orange when I look here.
Oh,
When I turn my head to the water comes in view, it turns completely red on the GPU.
lucky you. You at least have orange frames. All mine are red.
I know. I was like, wait. How do you not have red looking anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my CPU is completely red.
I'll just look up.
Well, I'm also streaming and watching Cyan stream and watching my stream. So.
That's a lot of streams. But okay, I guess at this point, it's time to move on.
Respawn.
Respawn.
If it doesn't initiate back into it, it'll bug out. You can actually recreate that by just doing a really.
Of course you should.
Oh
god. Well, I just want to make sure because I don't want to
Nice.
causing issues. Don't want to change the.
Who's the next one?
I don't actually recognize their avatar, but it's like Natu, however you pronounce that.
Oh, I saw them.
I'm trying to just finding name.
Right there.
Where?
Right
Oh, there you are. Yes. Yes. Do you have anything you want to say before we go to your world?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me quiet everybody down real quick. Okay, everybody, quiet down. Listen to. Well, actually, how do you pronounce your name first? Just like don't get it wrong each time.
Nutao.
Notao? Okay. Everyone. All right. I guess they're quiet now. You can start whenever.
First of all, you need to know the story behind this world. One of my Swedish friends was in a depression, and he has, this concept of the map that he actually can't realize, like make himself. So I help him with that, and I don't know if you like it or not, but after this meetup, I'm probably will delete it forever.
What?
So yeah, it's a one-time event. So you can turn your volume to 100 if you want. So yeah, for experience. Yep. So okay, let's go. I will drop a portal over here.
Put it on the chessboard.
Ooh, there.
All right. Make your next email.
It is actually. Yeah.
Oh yes, I definitely approve.
It's like
swag in that photo.
All right, here we go. Portal. Or not.
There it goes. Nice.
We went through it too fast. Oh no.
Hopefully he doesn't delete it.
No. Nope. One time. This is it. No one gets to see it.
Those lucky few. Those lucky few.
Trying to find them here. Okay. Invite them back. I guess I need to have an invite message that's like portal died.
Yeah. As soon as he ran in, I'm like, ah, shit. People aren't letting it sit.
Well, no, like we haven't needed to do that for like the last month or so. Like I haven't seen this bug.
Yeah, it was quite good.
Well,
You gotta also have a toggle, a tiny tombstone.
let's see. Are they in the Discord? Is anybody friends with them directly, like on Discord or something? Because they bring them back. So I mean, I can definitely join, but it's like we probably should sit and wait, because like everybody is here. Oh no, there he's here. He's back. He's back. Why is he doing that? Okay, so just wait a little bit before going in, please. Okay, so wait a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Cyan, you might want to go in quickly.
Okay then. I don't know why I'm going in. I mean, I kept hearing them say something about networking dying, but I don't think it was actually that bad on me.
Ah, no,
No knuckles.
Nice. Is this room 101?
Hey, where are we? And what do I...
I'm a little sad that you want to delete this forever. Like, it actually looks kind of like, good here.
It looks like a prison.
I guess I was saying that kind of odd, but it's just like...
Like Vault 02 from like Fallout. It didn't disappear this time. It is, yeah,
What happened? It did or did not?
I want everyone to load.
Okay, because I mean I went in through. But...
I swear I've seen this before.
Well, it happened twice so far. Twice in this meetup.
Yeah, it's a... No, but the first one, like, only the creator went through the portal, right?
No, a few. Like the first one, like, okay. To this world, like creator and one other person, so like two people. The first world that Zarni dropped, like had like half the instance almost. Oh, timing.
Yeah, I think the one we had with only 2 people going in must have been because the game detected it as spawning on top of a player and just like killed it.
We have no idea what causes that bug. Wow, Poe is glowing over there. I heard my name. Yes.
Doesn't this world look familiar?
Does?
Like who's those world hops or something?
Is it? I don't know specifically. I wasn't there yesterday.
I remember this world.
Even Fiona remembers. Like,
No, not this exact one. I feel like I remember this. This acid pack, I guess.
Oh.
I click this big lever.
Is this local or?
Yeah, I think it's local. Why is there a grenade? Oh, as all voices cut out. Voices! I hear people! I think it's funny. One person says something, it's like, people!
Was that happening to everybody?
Yes. That was the networking voice bug.
Everyone at once?
That was the networking voice bug, isn't it?
Oh.
But how they faded out and faded in was different.
I didn't...
Pop in my ears.
I never heard a pop, but it just like everything was silent. Like there was no like fade in for me.
Everything was just dead silent for me.
Yeah.
And then suddenly everyone started talking at once.
Are there pickups in this world? Do you guys see like physics? Like there's a phone. Do we have more than one?
There's the phone. And I think the grenade that was back to the grenade, I think.
Okay, so make sure they don't touch other pickups then.
I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the problem. Everyone's touching pickups.
Touch nothing.
Do I actually need to do that? I still haven't even seen the rest of this world though. Oh, there goes the voices again. Bye everyone. Did these do things? Oh, that kills me. Don't do that.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about like them just deleting this world, but at the same time, we can't exactly tell them that if the network audio is happening. I think at this point it might be best to move on. Who is next on the list? Joro. Actually, where's Fax? Is he even still in the world? He's not saying anything. Oh, there he is. I can't type. Where is Fax? Is there even anything? Nope, there's nothing back here. Wait, there's another door. All I hear is the audio of the world. Okay, so let's see how many people see this. I might just be really desynced if nobody's like leaving. Oh, voices! Okay, everybody, if you're here, please rejoin the hub world.
Yeah, no network is better.
Audio, yes. Rejoin the hub world, please. Okay, if that's the case, I'll just go ahead and go and assume everybody here is going to join off me. I forget that was a thing. Why did it not send invite? There's invite. I'll see you guys there. If I can click buttons on my menu. I moved one of my lighthouses, so now I don't actually know where I'm in my play space. That was a couch.
Favorite avatar because it is a very good utility avatar.
Yeah, so I was
It's got
changing into it to try and communicate. It's got switch. Oh, yeah.
It's in Juice's world if you want to find it somewhere else.
Strange villain. You ever seen it before? I've seen where like the dynamic villains like.
I like that one because it has one of the less sparky
That's probably the safe
lights that I've seen.
We're not like rendering the whole thing. Like it just does
Still just loading avatars.
Yeah, well, but the networking or the new update stuff has the ability to configure the mirror at runtime.
So kind of like issue with that last world, there were quite a few real-time lights, quite a few objects that were being able to pick up, and they were also kind of world sync, not local. And the worst real-time light was inside a room where the combat dummies were, which had a spinning light to top it off with actual real-time shadows and real-time lighting, so that kind of topped it off.
So, I think movement of a real-time light is not any worse than just a real-time light by itself not moving. So I don't think that's kind of an issue.
Oh no, there were.
I think it would just be like more for people flashing. So no, I'm saying like I saw multiple real-time lights in there, but it's like for me, my performance was not an issue. It was just more that like audio was being weird. So I don't know what causes that specifically.
Oh yeah, no, performance was fine, but my audio just went dead.
Why are you complaining about real-time lights then? If you had like fine performance, if your performance was fine, why are you complaining about the real-time?
The thing is, from what I've seen in the world, you didn't need real-time lights everywhere.
Yes, that is true. But it's like, sadly, it sounds like they're going to be deleting the world soon. Okay.
Like, I'm not saying I don't use real-time code, but like I only applied it to critical parts of the world. Like
Right.
In my last one that I showed. So, but anything else like street lamps, apartment lamps, neon signs, light signs, those are completely static and baked. The only 4 real-time lights were literally the 2 police cars that are parked in the front and the back.
What are you getting at?
Even if you can't come fast enough.
Oh, I guess. Do you want me to go up there then? Okay. Yes, everybody quiet down. We're going to go ahead and move to the next world or creator here, which I believe is Joro. Do you want to say anything before we go?
Yeah, I want to say a couple of things.
Hold on one second. Let's... Yes, see if it works. Say something?
Hello? Yeah?
Yep, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Step off and go back.
No, no. Oh. Oh, I guess some people didn't hear it.
Good now?
That's fixed in the networking update.
Okay.
Okay, before I start, just, hold on. Sorry about that. So, before I start, I just wanted to say that please turn world volume to 0 if you are streaming, and please set your settings to allow untrusted URLs. This world is, my world is called Rat City Radio. It plays live radio via stream URLs. Keep in mind it is a small world, so this is a World Hop specific world where if you guys feel claustrophobic or you need space, the walls are not solid, so you can walk out of them for some extra space. Other than that, well, I hope you enjoy it. I'll put the portal down.
So you made some edits just for us here. Oh, yes. Wait before entering the portal, please. Just like that. Wait a little longer. Can somebody make a canny for this too, for open beta? Because we haven't had this in live in a while. Let's give it a second then.
Okay, I think it's okay.
We waited. It's fine.
It's moving.
This looks very creepy.
Ah, frames again. No one.
Think you're to fit. You might have to.
Enjoy the frames, for they are fleeting.
These frames.
Goodbye, frames. And what time is it? 51. Do we have audio?
Oh my gosh, it's that unpainted drywall. Look.
Oh god, oh shit. Okay, this is cool.
Red limited, try again if you
Wow, we've got this like unfinished basement. Oh, look at this. Oh, he's drawn on the wall. Oh no, there goes audio again.
I still hear you. So it's like. Did not realize that Sentinel had these like logo on him.
I lost it for a couple seconds. My
I guess
frame
this is going to be the...
Alright.
Oh, there's my audio gone. So far, every world that audio has died, it has been a stream player related thing, I think. Or at least that world has had that. I assume you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I'm just going to point this way because it's like, I can't hear. Let's see what Max says about that. Potentially moving to live. You're writing, I don't even see it. What? Is there a way to turn it off?
Like this one, a lot of interesting. I'm sorry. So, like this one, for Hoppy radio station, it'll play in Native American languages because that's that's the people who they service. They'll do announcements and stuff for Congos or Japanese. It's really interesting actually. I was gonna put news on here, I just haven't gotten around to doing it. The world itself, actually, I made all of the meshes except a few. I didn't make the pens. That's QV pens, I believe. I didn't make the player is a heavily modified version of Valgan's player. Saw him before. And there's one other thing I'm forgetting that I didn't make. I'll remember when I see it. But majority of the stuff that majority of the stuff I've made in this world and textured, because I just got substance painting and I wanted to use it for something. What's up?
Where'd you get the list of played client side or server side? Like the list
when you're
here,
scrolling, only you can see that. It's client side.
Okay, good. Cool.
Yeah.
Where do you get this list of radio streams? That's cool.
I just looked around the web, really. I found a couple of websites just like we'll just like group them up.
There's one.
Yeah, but some of them I just looked.
One website that has. There's one website that has a lot of radio stations, like all of them worldwide.
Yeah, it has like a 3D view of the world.
I'm not feeling anything. It was just weird that there was a hand sticking out of me.
Like, am I like world ID?
I don't feel it, no. Nothing.
Wait, what?
I'm immune.
Oh, first you.
Like, am I
Oh, funny. You're still here.
I had it once.
You baited half the people.
I did bait them. I probably should just go back and say that. I'll be back.
Yeah, probably. Probably see what they're doing.
This one was from Spain, and this one is
I don't know what I
from
just clicked.
Nigeria. They just broke for whatever reason. Sometimes they do like weird stuff. Yeah.
Oh, no. Now we're going. Okay.
I think it's
Wow.
I don't think it's rejoining the world. I think it's because half the people left.
Well, no. Rejoining fixed it, though.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. When half the crowd left from that world, the audio came back.
So the moment I left, it came back for everybody else, too?
People left.
For me, the audio was still broken when I left. So that was like maybe like 2 seconds of it being gone and coming back for me. Just like I don't know what that would be.
With like a portion of the group, and when you were still there and you were up the stairs, audio suddenly snapped back, and he actually started to explain about his video player and everything.
Okay, so it was just like perfect timing on that sense. But I did see other people what appeared to be communicating. Then again, I don't know if they were mutes. So.
But the same thing happened in the previous world. Is like after enough people left the world, the audio came back. So I think it's
not just an audio.
and it could be video player.
So we think it is video player related, but like my OBS was actually having issues and saying like, there was an issue, which typically means that like I'm sending too much my networking is getting like throttled or something. So it's like whatever it was like actual heavy networking, and it was affecting the rest of my computer.
So
was saying that their computer died because of that.
Who did?
It's not just an audio bug. Your IK also starts failing. It stops.
Oh, it's a networking issue.
Looping between, you start warping.
So it's
and on top of that, it looks like it. You'll also, if you try to pick up those pens, I was trying to write the word video in front of you, and the pens were just continually trying to resync because they weren't doing networking. It was trying to say it's video player, right? But the pens were either warping back to their location, or they were just failing after a few frames of starting to draw and that kind of thing. It's a networking bug. It's not an audio bug.
Yeah.
It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably the relay server or something else related to that going.
Look at that, happens again. No more audio. We're all doing it. Okay. Time to go to live.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's back. We're going back to the live build of VRChat. So you do what you normally did to make it the beta. Go into settings and set it to live, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I should do this from my computer and not, from in VR. Where's this? Properties, betas, none. Let's open the download. Did that work? Now I gotta go fix that. In the queue. Downloading. Ready. Time to get back on. Yay. I'm glad, the stream's still helpful. People playing and are going to the meetup as well as watching my stream. Didn't know how many people actually did that. Because I know Fiona's doing it, now I have another person saying they do. Let's see. Hopefully we can hear again. We'll find out.
Yeah, like if I had to bet, not knowing their system, saying this is a pure guess, I would say it's likely to be something on their relay that, like, something not keeping up in terms of a large amount of data being transmitted, which is probably like, I don't know, relay servers or something like that.
Third time's the charm.
But it's not. There's like 100 million things.
Isn't it nice to have frames before everything gets back?
Damn. It definitely feels visually smoother.
Yes, it actually feels nice. I'm at 45.
Oh, 70.
Yeah, it's fantastic until we get 50 more people here.
Oh, there the frames go. People joining. Not yet.
We're like 77 people. We'll move over there.
I like to do the same thing. Idea.
Mass migration.
I don't actually like this layout. I'm like, yeah. It's too far.
Too much walking.
Too much
Well,
walking.
it's more like when you want to coordinate people, like, everyone is at spawn, so everyone lags when they come in, or you have to like move everyone over.
That's why Cyan in fact cheat with their zooms.
Zoom?
Their find me's.
Oh, we cheat with that?
The lasers.
The beacons are lit.
I mean, if I were to use that, it would then just be like, breaking it all for us now, because like everyone would just go to the laser at this point. Unless hold on, I could do something else.
Oh no.
Dude, find me up there. No, scoot over so we can't see you. Scoot over. There you go.
Oh, it's gonna follow my hand, so it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not worth doing that. Because it's based on my avatar's hand and it freezes when I go into the wall. So then I would have to... I don't think I can do that, can I?
Wait, but if you go straight up and then hide on top of the light, will it be up
No, I can do that because I'm not in a collider. It would have to be like some weird thing where it's like I did like play space fling out there while I have my menu open and then like exit the menu but still hopefully have my avatar out there? I don't know.
Nerd.
I'm not doing it.
Have you guys ever
speedrun
considered
strats.
making an emote for your avatar so that when you're stationary, you can turn on like a levitating chair? If that makes sense, like the appearance of a chair with like a jet stream
where
underneath
I'm sitting in chairs.
Wow.
I have not thought of that. I just thought of, the Kuza faking full body by making like a chair like seat or that's it.
I know. Or have I considered not
Just
being
have,
a
like,
lazy
Jetsons, like,
loser and actually,
Rubber things coming out the bottom.
use my muscles
no
to
fun.
stand.
Hello.
Muscles are for nerds or something like that.
Or I can, you know, do cool crab dances until my family comes in.
Oh, guys.
It's just old English for how are you.
After, 15 minutes, I heard some, opinions about the map, and everyone said that I shouldn't delete it.
Yay!
Yeah, you shouldn't. I thought it was beautiful. I wouldn't delete it.
Yeah, I'd say keep
What I really liked about it is how reactive all your interacts were, which is something that takes effort and it is a small detail, but it's so satisfying when you push a button and it makes a noise and it makes a squish, or it clicks or it moves, and like.
What do I know?
Yeah, that was all really well done.
Yeah, the grenade dispenser and
Lazy just wins. I'm going back on the chair.
Did you find the? Lagging.
Oh yeah, no, I think.
Did you find secrets with the tank?
The secret with the tank?
Yeah, there was a.
Oh, I thought the tank was an avatar.
I saw somebody in it. I didn't know if it was.
You can ride it, and you actually can, go completely room.
I saw somebody standing on it. Sorry, say it again?
Do you have debug log enabled?
No, sadly.
Okay.
So we're almost up at 80 again. Do we want to retry a world, or have
We're at
the
80?
last person just explain what was going on? Yeah, well, I just looked at, we were like at 75 or so.
Okay. Didn't know
Most
he.
people are here.
Okay. So we should probably, I guess, bring people to the front. Who is actually left? Who? Oh, okay. That's what Dimkeys was saying.
What's that?
Dimkeys was saying like he had seen this world before, and like Lakuza just confirmed that yes, like we had gone to the world before.
Wait, that actual world, or
I think
that
so.
asset pack?
I mean, is it an asset pack? Well, Lakuza's saying that the Tank Kuza meme came from like Lakuza being in the tank in that world.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we go back to the world that we had, or next one?
Um.
The other one died like the moment we got it.
That's a good question. You think we should come back to it like at the end of the meetup?
Yeah, we can do that, right?
There was the house one.
Mm-hmm.
Or the base. It was at the base.
So like half the people like left early on, and the other half like heard him explaining what the actual world was. So it's kind of like, should we go back?
if you need more time, you can skip mine.
I don't think we need more time. It's just more towards like.
Person on the list.
Well, no, we're back to live, so it like may not matter.
Okay. Well, Tekken, do you still want to be on the list then, since you're on live?
Oh, there you are.
I mean, we can try it. It's got a synced video player in it. Doesn't play anything automatically, but it's...
Well, I mean, that was just beta that was having issues, we think.
So does Koopa's also has a video player, but just tell people don't play the video players.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't specifically video player related either, though.
Yeah, because it happened in
No,
this
it
world.
wasn't because it happened in here. Yeah, so I think we should play video players in general at the meetup.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna quiet, please. We'll move on to
was my video player, so...
I mean, I think it's gonna be fine on live. Otherwise, things would be an issue. But I'll go ahead and get started. I'll move to
Okay, we can go ahead and try.
Don't be silly.
Why are we here then? Why do we play this game?
It was a voice specific thing. Nothing to do with or audio.
It's like just the
Yep.
variable thing. I see.
All right, everybody, we're going to get started again. Sorry for that technical difficulties. If anybody had, what is it called? Debug logs enabled, can you please send the logs to the VRChat team? I don't have those enabled, so sorry about that. But yes, we're going to move on to the next world here, which is Cyrix? Yes, pronouncing that? Are you still in here? Trying to find where your avatar is. There you are.
Right here.
Hold on, let me turn on setting. So you were the one who said it and I just missed your name. Okay, can you walk off stage and back on?
Back on?
Alright, everyone hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Hell yeah. So, quick, you've probably all been to LaserDome before. It was up there like a week ago to a 2.0 version with my friend Nestor there helping me a lot with like, you know, optimizing and stuff. It's now 20 players. We're gonna go there and hopefully not break everything. And I've hidden a way to send everyone into the arena, so hell yeah, let's do it.
Yay.
What? Nice. When was the last meeting?
That sounds like translation of we're all gonna die.
Doesn't mean you're in the game.
Are you prepared to die?
Alright, let's wait a little bit.
I don't know if I don't know if we need to wait on live. Just portal.
Oh, now that is a thumbnail. Ooh, look at that.
Hey Cyan, where's the orange one? This is the blue one. Where's the orange one?
Yeah, Cyan, they have an anti-portal drop test up on open beta, which Strongbed says broke everything. That's why that's happening.
They have an anti-portal drop on open beta? What do you mean?
If somebody has a malicious client drops portals on people.
Oh.
Is supposed to drop a portal on you, it immediately disappears. The problem is network latency. The problem is network latency as it is.
Very strict. So.
It gets very fucky on where you actually are, and if the portal when you dropped it is where you're supposed to be, so it gets very confused about it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what they were explaining to Momo.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense based off things.
It's just a very broken open beta and has been for a couple of weeks. So.
Oh, it said that was a release candidate, so I guess it wasn't going to be released.
Yeah.
Oh, just realized. And then everything lags.
Well,
I think I was the last person to go in.
Hey guys, please don't everybody change into the avatars. It will lag us as people do.
Just stay in whatever you are. Some of you are a little bit tall. Just the information you will clip through the ceiling every here and there, but no worries. We just
Clip through the ceiling.
Stand on the number. I will launch the game. Then for everyone up here, I will just teleport us down to the arena once they're in. So let's see how this goes. It's probably gonna crash everything. We don't know.
That's the community meetup. Just crush everything.
So when they take no prisoners.
Yeah, before you could have played on desktop.
If you need to like punch someone in the jaw to save.
You guys in here should be able to pick up a gun in there.
Oh, okay. I think I was number 1. It's whatever number you were sitting on.
I get you.
Okay, so there's a button right here, I guess. Oh, now we're all in here.
I think there's just no AO at all, and that's what.
No AO?
Yeah, there's no contact shadow, so like you can't tell where. It looks like things are floating on the ground.
Yeah, it does kind of.
Yeah, it's probably too many people trying to sync up the position of them.
Did you make the whole thing, sir?
I don't even see the bullets.
One more time?
Oh, you have to do 2.
Make it all entirely?
Everything's except for the lasers that comes out of the guns.
Did you enable AO?
The guns don't sync properly for me. I can't see the guns in people's hands.
We can step over here and have so I can hear you.
Hey Cyan, we're on the same team. Purple, pink.
I don't even see your gun. But I'm trying to figure out, like, why
I
did...
don't see your gun either.
Oh no, shoot. But I guess this is what happens when you have 80 people. Okay, where is she so we can shoot her?
No, Fiona is on our team.
That's the point. So we have a red gun right here. What happens if I shoot that?
I'm just seeing guns floating, but I don't understand. I'm confused.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have 20 people, so
Hey, I see a green gun
the
there.
description broke with 20 people.
Right where I can see him.
I guess we're gonna have to like all respawn again towards the end of this.
It seems to be a problem with the amount of players.
Mm-hmm. Well, current networking, I assume.
Cellbug is on our team too.
No gun from Cellbug.
No, Cellbug is on our team too, but yeah, I don't see their gun. I just remembered who's on our team pretty
Oh yeah, I know. Peep, Fiona, Cellbug, you and me.
No, Peep was not on our team.
Wait, some random Peep? What do you mean? He was standing right next to me.
Oh yeah, he was.
Nah, see you? I see the gun.
Hey,
I can't see you. Now I see it. Oh. Drop it and pick it back up. We'll fix it. Because we probably teleported.
Oh, drop it and pick it up.
I just saw yours.
Drop it and pick it up.
Yep, that works.
There it goes. There it goes.
Not gonna shoot the creator here.
I have a bunch of guns just floating for me. It's amazing.
If we drop the gun and pick it up, it appears for a second. Wait, yours is just hanging here against them. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Drop your gun and pick it up.
It seems I don't know what's causing it, but
There is a maximum amount of synced object you can have in the world, and I think it's like 12 or something. And I have.
You killed him. Is he gonna spawn back in? Oh.
Game's over. Okay.
Oh, that's cool view.
There's 2 people still down there.
Ooh.
Okay,
So we're gonna turn that world down. I think we definitely it could not well handle the network. I saw lots of orphaned guns shooting by themselves.
Yeah, that's what he was saying too.
People had to up and pick up their guns for it to see.
Did you see the viewing area?
Looked at us from up there.
Isn't this the viewing area?
To shoot off us.
No, the viewing area over there has like the whole map as a mesh where you can see players and you can control the camera and stuff.
Really now?
That's the idea behind it.
Gotcha, okay.
So you could see players in this, you said?
Size maps as well? Yeah. All the players.
Oh, it's lagging a lot when I look at this
the
map.
purple cube over there is the camera that you control, and it shows over there.
Yo, I could have the 4 different holes with the 4 different colors of portals.
Oh my god, that's a nice camera view. You could use this for a tournament for sure.
But yeah, it's a dramatically better pool system, basically. The entire code's been rewritten, dramatically simplified, a bunch of the additional random garbage has been ripped out. The only thing that's maintained, which I don't want, but I'm keeping in for this is dangerous to remove shit, is the network, is the desktop view. I want to get rid of desktop view. I don't think I would like to make it so that if you're in desktop, you don't have the overlay down view at all.
Your streaming camera so you can see this view in it.
With maybe some UI popping up on the screen to help you. That's it.
Neat.
I don't want that top-down view because it's really cheating. It also causes a bunch of hacking stuff
I
to be
don't know
inside
if
that code
there
base.
is. I'm just wondering.
I mean, I'm not surprised that it doesn't work fantastically well at 15 frames to 80 people, but like, right? I definitely did get killed a number of times.
Where's the creator?
He's right here.
So, hey,
Was it in my dog avatar?
So much.
Yeah,
Hello.
is it possible with that camera view over there to use a streaming camera on it?
Yes.
Somehow.
Well, not. I have kind of way to do it myself. Suggestions on how to do it easily. I'll implement it.
There's a shader for that.
Okay, because that looked like a really good idea.
What I have is a little booth there that I use for tournaments that we can cast in, and then we just put our camera on the TV, and we have like an overlay.
I also think it's a good idea to have it as a streaming thing.
Yeah.
Because the camera was so nice.
I will try to find a way to figure out how to do that.
So it sounds like you kind of already had a way for
Once
like.
you're in the arena, that place is not rendering because it's so like heavy.
Oh, never mind then. If you say that's not rendering.
It's good for someone that's standing up here and like.
Oh yeah, it is. If you follow me, might be a little bit of a frame drop for only for yourself.
Stretched out a bunch of times.
Cheats.
In this corner?
There's a small little hidden button right here that you can press. And when you have that activated, this thing spawns here. And a few real-time lights. And there's a lot of people here, but you can see on the TV there now.
Yes.
We're on it. Yeah. We can like go, hey. So this is what we use for the tournaments.
Hi mom, I'm on TV.
So
It still says VRCon.
does it really?
Should we have another go at playing with people?
I think it's too many for the synced objects. Like what happened there last time was somehow I took ownership of many of the guns. So when people shot them, they actually shot me, and I just respawned.
Oh, that's why you died.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just disappeared all the time.
So I think if you tell people to drop and pick up their gun again, I think that might fix it. Because like at some point people couldn't see my gun. I let go and picked it up, and then they could see it.
Yeah.
What we can do, we can go down to the arena everyone again and just explore it, like look around again.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
What?
Because there's definitely like when I'm running around too fast.
Do you remember how you dropped it and picked it up, and then I said a little bit after, oh, it's decent.
Oh yeah. Let me turn the system. Or not. I just have the system on.
This explore Chameleon.
This is now. So instead of it being now a battle arena, now it's like the McDonald's play place.
Let's go.
It's like a giant McDonald's.
Where's the ball pit?
Ready to fight.
This feels very familiar. This is using that slot-based collider-based system to figure out who's playing, and it gets very confusing. There's loads of people in the world. I've seen this stuff before.
One more time? So I understand if there's something I can improve on.
This is just that you currently got the kind of traditional, you walk in an area, you are signed up to the game kind of thing, right? Which I've seen on Slaughterhouse 2. I don't do that. I do like a button, you sign up to it. And I've seen this same kind of thing in that. I think it's just a case of when you get so many people in a world, the Udon can get very confused about who's supposed to be in the world, who's supposed to be in the game or out of the game. It can really lag behind. But that's getting fixed to the netcode update. So a lot of stuff is, but that's me like a month out still.
We had that you press the button in the first game, but what happened then is people run up and press the same button, so instead I'm forcing the same kind of thing onto the thing you stand on. Like it's like pressing a button.
I spent a bunch of time for my Spookality entry, which was the Slaughterhouse 2 game, getting it working where, and my original version of that game also did the same thing.
Your chat loading took like 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Goes, okay,
For some reason after downgrading.
I think
the link stopped working, so I had to install the link thingy again. So yeah, and then I tried to join the community world through the link, and that took another 10 minutes to load. And now I'm here. Like,
yeah.
There were 3 or 4 people in there
In the hub. Well, thank you for making it back. But yeah, it sounds like the open beta caused a lot of issues.
I don't know why it took so freaking long to load. I thought my PC was broken.
So when you say load, was it just a really slow download, or was it like actually you just waiting for after that?
It's initializing will just pin my GPU to 100% and just stuck there for 10 minutes.
That sounds like a tip.
I don't know what the hell that was.
I'm gonna say like next time, just try like pressing the go home or restarting VRChat, because that does not sound normal.
Yeah, I restarted my PC and it still did that.
Oh wow.
So I just like sat there.
Well, at least you made it again, so thank you for coming back.
The changelog did say something about the links and stuff, so maybe that's why the link stopped working.
Yeah, it did say that, because
nobody else had problems with that.
So I normally do the invite me button, not even the link joining. So that could be why for me I didn't notice.
The thing that makes it unique is that late joiners will still understand who's who.
Okay, I think it is time to move on then. Where was that area? Was it this there?
You get 1 through 5.
each color.
Was somebody saying that you could see the people playing, or is it just?
No, yeah. So you click on one of these numbers, and basically it's the camera point of view from their screen, and it's for each player, each team.
Oh, okay.
I think it's so fucking cool with this map, though. That is awesome.
You can see your own number.
I see somebody right here, but I think that's the the person I'm watching, which is looking at Panda.
We played with 12 people, and
Oh yeah.
map was
You can
like
click
way
on your
too
own
big.
number though.
Wait, who's behind me? Oh, that's Salbug.
How do you know what your number is?
Sal, like, for me, Sal is like right here.
Do I have a number?
So I think this is based on like the last game, which in theory I was 1 last time, but now that's like the. Oh, that is literally my point of view. If you want to click pink 1, that's me. I am now looking at my own thing.
One pink.
This one is literally me. So it's like.
One pink. Yeah, I'm 2 green if you want to see mine.
Everything is one pink for me.
I assume the points of view are local, right? So if I'm clicking, I'm not messing your view.
No, it's all local here. Oh, hello?
You know what I liked about the city map though? It had those like towers where you could instantly like tell where you are in the map, even if you don't know where the map is. Know the layout, you still know where you are. And in this one, it's like more flat, so it might be harder to navigate.
So I'm
It's
here,
definitely
but
a
I
case
don't know what
where
that
you
means.
know it's a stealing. But that's really cool. I like this.
Okay.
My message is still in there. That's not good.
I don't think I ever saw it. Yeah. That's cool.
Cyan, is there room for one more world on the worlds list?
I'm not sure. We might have cut it off just because of like we had some technical difficulties, but
Yeah, it's clean.
yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold on. Where is?
Friend,
Oh, which friend? Was it AC Chosen was also mentioning something? Hmm.
If there isn't, then I'll take it for next week again.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for waiting then on that. Let's see. Okay, is this everybody here? Where is Tech Anon? I think that's...
So I invented a couch or venting.
I don't see them.
Is Tech Anon here? Should I put the respawn back up?
Teleport him.
Don't abuse power.
Yeah, we should get out of this room, I think.
Go to the other room?
Like a tactical, strategic game that takes a while.
Oh, there you are. I guess they're just AFK. I never got a chance to see this side of it, which is just portals. Oh. Are you back?
Yeah, can you actually do Nerd Koopa first?
Oh, okay. Now to find Nerd Koopa. Okay, where is Nerd Koopa? Oh, there you are. Do you have anything you want to say before we go to your world?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me quiet everyone. Oh, where do you want to go? We'll follow you anyway. Alright, everybody, quiet please. We're going to listen to Nerd Koopa in the other room. So, the other room for now.
Next over.
Yeah, gather in the middle.
I'm just going to... Oop, that's not what I want. Just make sure, like, everybody knows we're on this side of the room. I'll just...
There are many here.
Oh, quiet, please.
Who saw my... Okay, so there are many here who already saw my world 2 weeks ago, 8-bit town. I've updated it to have silent pixel shaders, and this is the test to see two different things. Like, one, if it still causes people eye strain, and two, if the door syncing actually finally works between clients. Other than that, it's still the same. 8-bit town, 3 areas, outside area, and 1 building with an interior with a bar and an apartment. And I've also added a video player. And so, also there is copyrighted music. And I will be dropping the portal. That's
Everybody go to this corner, please. So you can go in that one.
Open up this. Dude, right next to the mirror toggle. Come on.
Let the portal breathe.
Yes, I can breathe. Hey, San, you gotta read this, and then you gotta pretend you know the language it's written in.
Alright, wait.
Blame it in English.
Wait.
Wait, is it real? Like, is that the joke, or does that actually mean something in whatever that language is?
Probably means
It
something.
does. I think it's Swedish, but I'm not sure. Oh, it is Swedish for sure.
Get Swedish.
Does it mean
Which one?
This
fart?
This.
I think it's
Oh, the
hilarious
IP.
that fart makes you run
I'm pretty
faster.
sure it's Swedish.
It's like a little.
Oh yeah, that's Swedish.
I mean, it depends on the context.
This is pretty much the same in Danish.
You're probably gonna run fast.
Alright, let's go.
So the context of this world, or I guess the update for this, the world itself is a pixelated world. Everything's like pixel art that Nerd Koopa drew themselves. The next piece of it was Silent just recently made a nice shader to like get rid of the aliasing on like pixelated things. So with this, yeah.
How's this one running for you? Because I really wanted to avoid eye strain, like so I would like
even a tiny item, so we can tell what the difference is. Would be good.
Everybody's avatars. I didn't even think to add a comparison score like that.
That's fine. You could have like, you know, at the entrance, just literally on the wall, you could have an image that says normal shader, silent shader, and you could show people what the difference is.
Now I need to start asking people around like if there are actually like if it feels better for their eyes. Oh right, the door sync. Yeah, because I also check the door sync.
Should we go find the doors then?
Yeah, the doors are in the apartments and in the bar.
Koopa, there is a. Oops, where'd you go?
This is using Silent.
How your bushes have this little edge?
Yes. And
If you
sadly,
go
that's
into
something
that
I-
image and where it says repeat, change that to clamp, and that will make that go away.
Yeah, here's the thing though. These are like a texture sheet, like with several other sprites in them. So. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay.
You just have to make it slightly smaller, like by 1 pixel.
Make the mesh a little smaller.
The UV's a little, but
We'll have to fix that in the future version. But yeah, this time let's see if the thing breaks because there's the synced pickups and the synced doors.
Okay.
Somebody running around with a beer glass, so
I don't actually remember the train issues in here. I don't remember that.
It was like a half and half really because people were like, yeah. Some like it was kind of half and half. Like some people were getting they really eye strained because of the lack of anti-aliasing on any textures.
Oh, and I imagine it's also probably very headset dependent.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I chose silence shaders because well it was like really bad on low resolution headsets. So this should fix that.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Okay, Silent just joined the world and decided to make a shader.
I think it done well with
Derek Koopa. If there's a reason it would cause eye strain now, I think it's just because it was too bright, maybe. That's
There's the toilet.
I'm seeing the door open and close. It seems
very,
like
compact bathroom. Hey! Hey! Let me out! Doors are definitely synced.
Yeah, let's go upstairs to see if it still works.
So we say it's synced, but do we know if it is like synced with open or closing? Because people are just spamming the button. It is open.
Now it's closed.
That's pretty sick.
Mhm.
Like, I wasn't a lot of in between, like,
The song is what now?
like, reach out and
The
click it.
song is the ending theme from The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Wow.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a very
I haven't
obscure NES
either.
game. And that is part of the reasons why I. That's part of the reason why last time I said that it might not get flagged if you do have World Sound Zone. So, because it's a like 33-year-old NES game that never got a re-release. So.
Well, all the sprites from that game too, or the textured stuff.
Everything you see here, I drew myself. Everything you see, I drew and modeled myself from scratch.
Did you use the original NES palette?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's like
the
it
way
feels so very, yeah.
Yeah, I specifically tried to follow NES like color and palette and tiling limitations. Like, in everything you see in this room, 13 colors, no less, no more, and everything in 8x8 tiles. Well, mostly 8x8 tiles.
Look at those
I'll
high
try get
definition
rid of
graphics.
the edges on all the things. Because every corner, everything has like a little white or black edge on it.
Yeah,
Right
sadly,
there and there.
that's a side effect of silence pixel shaders. I had to sacrifice like that because it's part of the side effect like
It's mid-mapping.
Otherwise,
It's
not mid-mapping.
it's both mid mapping and UV stuff.
Just go beat up Silent. Say Silent, fix it.
So in general, you probably have to make the UVs just slightly smaller than the actual like, I guess pixelation piece.
Yeah.
Because that was what happens like in the devouring with the housing.
Yeah. In this case, I had to sacrifice accuracy for less eye strain on lower resolution headsets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
understandable.
Yeah, that's the video.
Oh my god, there's
I see.
Hello.
quite the avatar.
Can I turn it back off?
Yes,
There you go.
Yes.
My friend made it for me.
Cheers.
I gotta upload SFM stuff to VRChat, so like,
Oh, hey, we're gonna leave you in there, don't worry.
Oh no! Open the door. I can't reach it from here. Wait, I can.
Help.
There we go.
Plant. Hey, that's where Kyle's missing ghost plant went. It came here.
Thank God.
Wait, I thought Kyle did Kyle not show last week? I thought Kyle showed last week. They just all run together.
No, that is true.
Bro?
I'm getting double teleported here.
Now Z do a dance. Now Z do a dance. Z do a dance. Now Cyan do a dance. Now Cyan do a dance.
What kind of dance? Act like I'm dancing. Yeah. If only you know. Fake like I'm. Actually, how do I do it? Yeah, do a dance, faking it. Yeah.
Yes. You got leg trackers.
I got trackers, but you know, fake it. Yeah. Oh, should I have done that? Plate space mover. Yeah, do the dance. Weren't we supposed to be doing like this one at one point?
The funky monkey. The funky monkey.
So Oscar just finished this like 2 days ago. My first. Why did you stop dancing? Carry on.
Sorry, I had to type something.
You're not even getting out of bed.
No, you don't understand. You can be lazy.
Get up, get up. You got leg trackers, use them. You paid big money for that.
I got leg trackers so I can lie down in VR, you gremlin.
Now, move those legs. Move those legs.
Hmm?
Just a heads up, I'm pushing an upload that because I forgot to put a toggle button in the world that I needed.
Okay.
I might have to go after Call.
Do this every
Okay.
time. I've got
I'll let you know
It's like very easy to kick my TV
if
or
it's
something.
done by the time, but
Okay.
you know,
We'll see.
This is quite cathartic. Can you stand there? Can you stand there a bit more, please?
Is this time to kick egg bar time?
Be supplicant to this. You could have just.
No, you know what you did? You made Panda stand up. How could you?
How could you do this?
How dare I suggest that somebody get exercise?
You of all people saying that.
Have you guys seen Igbar Von Squid? Because all I see is Igbar Von Kid. But
You mean wolf lolly?
Was that tumbleweed I just saw there?
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Just say, I said it's a rhyme and it's funny, but you know. Wait, what did you say? Igbar something lolly? Rolf lolly?
Igbar wolf lolly.
Wolf lolly.
I don't know, I thought Dinkies was funnier actually.
Yeah, no.
Well, I love you too.
Igbar Von Kid. Yeah, because they were a squid now, so they're a kid now.
Kid
Are you a
rhymes with
squid? Are you a
squid, so it's
kid?
funnier.
Well, I did say that one earlier, then I decided that...
You're turning this into a Splatoon reference then?
Because it's
No,
more
a wolf lolly's
represents-
stupid.
Yeah, that's
Nah, it's dumb. It's dumb. Makes no sense.
You just have to become a squid kid instead of a wolf.
You could have done like Igbar Von Wolf, and that would have made some sense. But no, you want the one that made the least amount of sense.
It's not
Because you
my
can have
fault,
squid
you
to
don't
be
make sense, okay?
big squid, and then kid squid. We have
Big squid.
big squid as well.
I am either
Squid
a
kid?
kid or I am a squid,
Squid Kid?
but I'm never
Okay,
both.
so if I don't look at you, you are now somewhere between kid and squid, suspended in a probability curve. So you can actually simultaneously both a kid and a squid. And now you're a kid, but now I don't know. You could be a squid. I have to guess. In fact, I could draw it as a sine wave.
Squid Kid.
Oh, no, I'm squid.
There's a squid! My god.
That's the squid we know.
Who are you and what have you done with the little wolf lolly?
I have consumed it.
Oh, now you can actually
I
dance.
don't even have to dance. Yeah.
Wow.
How ironic.
Alrighty then.
If we wanted to join the call, I don't know, let's see.
Oh, no, it's Clubhouse. That's different.
Clubhouse, yeah, that's
Oh, Clubhouse, right, okay. Yeah,
Clubhouse is for
Fiona,
nerds. There's only nerds on Apple.
Oh my goodness.
Well, so yeah, the thing is like Clubhouse blew up. Now everyone there's the core people who are Clubhouse people, and then there's everyone else who quickly realized I don't got time for this, and I think I'm kind of one of those people. Unfortunately, I just don't got time for this. I can't like multitask. So if I'm on a Clubhouse, I'm not getting anything else done, and they don't typically have set times, and so I'm like, well, there's 2 hours out of my day that's gone.
That I just can't have this group conversation with no end. Yeah, no, I understand.
Yes?
Yeah. Well, and I think, I think Clubhouse is great for people that just want to chat, but I want to consume it passively, and that's specifically what they don't do. It's like in the moment. So.
Sorry I came in late. I was helping a brother with the Bluetooth issue.
Are you ready to show?
Avatar, like, I feel like you're actually looking
I
at
am
me,
ready
and
to
it's so
slap people with my... oh wait, what? Oh yes, of course, I'm ready to show. Yes.
Okay, you're next for now. Tekken, I wanted to wait again.
Oh, okay.
Call it first.
Oh, are you ready though? Or call it first? Still call it first.
Call it first.
Okay. You're next then.
Didn't Canada show last week?
So, we did say that, but at the same time, we technically still have time.
Yes, the list is not full. As long as the list isn't full, people that showed last week can show again.
So, if we still have time, where'd Vax just go? Oh yeah, Jinte wanted to go on it. Do you think we have enough time to show like Jinte's role as well as after Tekken on?
We technically have an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So then, yeah. I can't tell because you have a 2D avatar to tell if you wanted that. But okay, I'm. Okay, so you do speak.
Is yours over 250?
Hi.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna quiet people down so that you can begin speaking. Actually, at this point, I think I'm gonna need to do the. All right, everybody, quiet, please, and listen to call. Okay, can't get back on.
Oh my god, I got the overlays in front of me. Oh, hang on, sorry. Move. Okay. No, it's not. You're not the overlay, Rubik. You're fine.
Wow, I can't believe you told Rubik to move. That was mean.
I didn't mean
just
him.
yelled at him.
Okay, so hi everyone again, and it's nice seeing you again at the community meetup. We are going back to the world that I showed last time, which is my Resident Evil 2 remake world. And I've managed to add like much more stuff to the world now. There's it's kind of more dense in terms of the cars and buildings as well. And you could stop waving now, Nostro. Thank you very much.
Oh no, I can't.
Also, the complaint about the apartment and the stairway. I put as much light as possible that fits in the Resident Evil world, so it's not like completely fully lit, but it's lit enough for you to know that there's a way up and everything into the apartment. Fiona, I'm really sorry, I couldn't fix the ghost plant, it's still there.
It's okay, we found it in this apartment.
Oh, it's here as well? Okay, then you're going to see the sequel in my world.
Yeah, it just came
also
here.
now, you can again. There's still no jump because, as far as I know, in at least 90% of Resident Evil games, there was no jump. So let's keep it authentic, basically.
But this is VRChat.
So,
It's the true terror.
No, stay to your vision.
But feel free to go around and explore, have a look at what I've added, have a look at the additional detail, and there's also music as well now that I managed to get working. Not copyrighted, so you're free to keep your volume on, I suggest 50% and then play with it from there, just in case it might be too loud for some. I think because I put the volume on 1, value of 1. Yes, it is value 1, so yeah, put it on 50%. And yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions or suggestions, just look for me and I'll take your feedback and I'll go ahead and drop a port.
So basically, my question is, do you want each student to have an individual account to upload, or do you want to have a class account that everyone uses to upload?
Well, I never knew I could have a class account because that would be great, but
I mean, like, if all you have to do is like share credentials, right? Which is like kind of a no-no, but you know, because like anyone can delete anyone else's content, you know, it's not yours. Or you could have them, you know, send one.
Remember, 50% to save your eardrums.
I already have mine at 50-ish.
100%.
Oh, okay. $156. It's not 250, but okay. That's a shiny floor.
Where are all the raccoons? Where are all the raccoons?
God. Sorry, I had to make the joke.
We might have 2 other worlds, though.
You can tell he's
Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So wait, what did you change again? You said obviously the music. What is that? Helicopter.
Okay, so now there's music. There's much better lighting. In fact, you could see most of the vehicles now, and they're not blacked out.
You could see the truck. You still can't jump on the truck.
You can see the truck. There are more buildings now, so the street is more dense. It feels more like a city. There's also a police helicopter that flies from time to time. I'm supposed to put like a curfew announcement coming from the helicopter, like telling people to stay indoors and not to go outside. I'm still working on that part. I might end up recording it myself because I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one readily available, so I might do it myself eventually. The apartment is now not pitch black. You can, it's got correct materials on the table. Because I heard Rubik say, "Wow, great shadow on the glass."
Probably already there.
So I fixed that issue. Ghost Plant is still there. I mean, if I don't know if I should leave that as a joke. I might actually just leave it there as a joke, to be honest, because it stole the show from this whole world. But now, yeah, now most of the even the lighting on.
That's pretty cool.
This is the shader that came with the asset, actually.
Oh, I was because like I saw it's like some kind of height-based lerping between two different things, and I was trying to do that on another project, but I could not for the life of me find any shaders that could do that. And there, every thread was like, you just make it with the freaking Unity 2020 thing, and like can't. It's Unity 2018.
Yeah, we're not exactly in 2020. We're not even in 2019.
I want to have like.
Avatar, but this place seems scarier than last time.
Oh no, that's because you're short. Mine is considered short.
Because last time I was here, I believe I was Samus.
I think for the shader though, it's like you can probably ask people in like prefabs if you want to make something similar to this.
I got stuck on the ghost plant.
You know what? The best thing you can do with something like this is to get an asset that does something similar and then pick it apart. But I think for the most part, like, was it Substance Designer? It's probably how they did it.
Wait, the water part?
I'm imagining it's.
I think this one.
So I imagine that this is just a like it's a water shader and the concrete, but with different effectiveness maps, right? So like you just kind of stick them together and say like where the height is.
I did actually have a look at the shader that the author put this asset back together. Like I had a look at the shader that he made. It was actually a custom shader from his own end, basically. That comes with the pack. And when I saw the options, it's quite extensive. Like this guy put effort into the shader. There's a lot of settings you can play with this.
The basic way that AAA games these days make blended materials on it, that they have a height map that influences
that's a Wi-Fi phone.
Paint. And you can plop in.
I just went mad and just started praying for
I don't know what a Wi-Fi phone is, but apparently it's this.
It's his phone. But it's also pretty dark. You can't get in the vehicle. Wait, are you allowed past the truck here? Is it collidered or walled? It's got a collider.
Learning Amplify and Substance.
Better hardware than me.
I was gonna say, if you don't have animation notifications on that on the avatar. I'll be concerned.
Oh, you can finally see.
Wasn't it this door? Oh, it was this door.
This door.
Yeah, it was much brighter now.
I don't remember it being this dark. Paul said that they made it brighter.
It definitely is brighter. You can actually see the staircase this time.
This is definitely not too dark.
Oh, yep. Let's go say hi to our ghost plant. See, this is the plant like Nerd Koopa had it in their world. That's where it went. Nerd Koopa stole it, pixelized it, put it in their world.
What did Koopa steal?
The plant.
What plant?
The plant in the corner. I noticed that they had the plant in their world. So here it's just a ghost. This makes me want to go die. Well, to be fair, going to bed
Stairs,
is
man.
Look at we are in awe. You know, I just can't stop looking at that helicopter. Shouldn't it be tilted forward?
Oh my
Is that
gosh.
how-
It depends if it's accelerating or not, I guess. The asphalt down there, though, I want to lick on it. It looks so fucking tasty with all the reflections. I love it.
On that case, I'll take it.
Cyan, what the shit are you doing? That's hacking.
That's what?
That's hacking. You can't stare at a fucking light post. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Apparently the same thing. Stop hacking.
I'm here. I'm Batman. I'm telling you to go down. It's dangerous up here.
Wait, there we go. There. Now I'm hanging on it.
Wearing hockey pants. All right. Oh no! Oh no!
See? Wasn't it dangerous? You fell off. See, I can just fly down.
I fell straight into the air as well, so
You're into the vent.
I was actually standing down
I
like
saw.
in the gutter. Perfect landing.
Oh, the helicopter's coming back.
Dude, look at this. Look at this reflection, man. I want to taste
know.
it.
You wanna taste
I love it. It looks so good.
I don't. Someone
Yeah, the
else
ground
who wants to link
shader is
architecture. It's not just me.
Mm.
Right?
I was looking at this ground
I don't know,
shader.
there's
It's like,
probably-
I need this.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't have to make
Cyan, is this the last one, or are we gonna revisit any
Are-
of the bugged ones?
Tekken on, like, did you actually want to show? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I guess we're respawning then.
I go to sleep soon.
You know, you don't have to stay the entire time.
I agree.
Where did they go? Oh, it's like you respawn and then just kind of walk backwards. Like, where'd you go?
About 2 feet to the side.
Okay. I guess nobody's respawning, so I'll just go ahead and say, quiet, please. If you want to start saying anything about your world.
Look how tiny that
Sure.
moon is.
Indeed. So the world that I'm going to show off is fairly simple. It's a show-off, showcase, whatever you want to call it, of my TV asset. Specifically, this is the beta version of the next major update. I wanted to do a stress test of what it was like prior to UNU, and then I'll also be re-showing it as soon as UNU actually hits public beta. But a huge shout out to Spooky Ghost Boo for their assets in the world that I'm using. There's a button to turn on the TV. Again, it's a stress test. It's a video player. You know, standards or expectations are what they should be with those. That's about it, really. It's just a stress test on the player itself. So I'll pop a portal over here.
Bubba Wooey.
Portal incoming.
Oh, stand out of the way from Tekken on.
You sure?
I would like to get rid of that.
I don't know enough to help you do that, because I would show like a lot. Because I've been the gesture thing I can show you. This I can show you. This is easy. done that in a while. Someone can help you. My friend Waffles could help you.
Huh? A world numbers topic update.
We've got a theater here.
Oh god, a stack.
Stack? What?
So, confirmed by a Swedish person, fart means speed.
Saw like everybody on top of each other, like
Oh.
spot.
Wait, that's my style. That's the amphitheater with the blue stripes and the thing with the stars. That's my thing. I did that.
Alright.
This makes me, oh man. As much as I used to hate movie theaters, I miss movie theaters now.
Yeah, the smell, right?
What are we watching?
Alright, I'm gonna put in
Like now that like
your
all the theaters have like the really big
See, I haven't seen you in human forever.
It is non-copyright music, so you're good on your stream.
Okay, I'm just like, the words toggle TV did not make me think toggle video player.
Yes, it's called a TV.
Yeah, I think I only have like an old here.
TV time.
Is that an Xbox controller?
That one's actually excellent, but it's really...
It's a proximity video, so they have non-copyright music on their stuff.
It's the one that has the mask.
Oh, is it on? I can't see it. Yeah, toggle TV, and then it'll play.
I see. And it's got this one.
Let me out. Let me out.
And like loud and shaky, and like you forget like because you know we're so used to consuming media on our devices at home. When you actually go into a theater, you're like, oh wow, like this is pretty impressive. But haven't done that in a year and a half.
Yeah, it was an emotional experience going through Kid Cuisine Paranoia's pre-post world.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like a real theater with like real sounds.
Yeah.
But then you get there's only a few good seats in a theater where you actually are in front of the screen and where the audio is actually like made to bounce on you, and so like when the theater is crowded, usually you get shitty seats and you don't get the best experience possible.
You know what I actually miss most from theatres, and it's not a thing that happens in British theatres very often, but I like it when you watch a movie and the audience reacts to big moments. As long as not everyone thinks super loud all the time. Like, the best movie experience I ever had was watching an anime movie, which had just come out. It was an entire audience, like, and 100 people in a small theatre. Every single person in the audience was a ginormous weeb, and it was like, 1/4 of them were Japanese weebs, which technically aren't weebs, Japanese nerds. 1/4 of them were, then about half of, 1/4 were French weebs, or I'll say French and Belgian weebs, and half of them were British weebs, which about half of which were from like about one area in South London, because like the British black community is incredibly like, Dragon Ball's like huge in the British black community. So you have this incredibly diverse audience in basically three languages, all cheering along to the big moment, and you can't replicate that with VR. You can't replicate that. Avengers Endgame was the same. There was some huge moments in that movie. Like you're like, oh my god, everyone was like dead.
Well, that was fun. I gotta go this
The best audience reaction I've ever seen is, no, shut up, but we were watching The Last Jedi, and when Luke shows up at the end after getting shot and stuff, the entire like theater literally gave a standing ovation. Now,
Thanks for watching, Stan. Although, you know, I'm 10 minutes late there.
Yeah, there's a great moment in that movie. It is. The movie's small, but it's a great moment in that movie.
You guys are lucky with
What?
your movie theater experience. From my experience, when I remember the last movie I watched in theater last year. There was, I can't remember which movie it was, but there was a scene where the protagonist saw a random dog come in, and because of his anger, he kicked the dog, and the dog ran away from, from fear. Literally 5 minutes later, the protagonist was sitting on a chair all sad, and the dog came back to him, and he started petting it. And somebody in the audience was like, "What the hell? The dog came back?"
Dogs be dogs.
I mean, that was like the only kind of experience I got when I was that in the cinema.
But the thing is, like, you don't get that movie being fresh moment very often. Black Panther was the same thing. I went to Black Panther in a very black area in central, where was it? Near the Ali Pali in North London. Was it Wood Green? It was Wood Green. And when you sit down and it's just like, such a diverse bunch of people who never would normally collect together, right? Like, people from central London watching this movie, people from, like, this area, like, cleaners sitting with, like, business executives.
Is there any worlds after this one?
Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me ask to see. Oh. Jinte, do you still want to try showing off your world today? Okay. So give us like 5 more minutes and then we can go to your world.
It's fine.
Okay.
No, that's a problem.
What was that?
Well, I just realized that I had the word limit on 25, but I changed it on the site to 40. I'm not sure if that should change. However, I still have a backup word.
Oh, okay. See, so it's like.
I'm currently like trying to upload this.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So like, we kind of have. So it's kind of loud on that side. So we kind of have the rule of like, no showing something twice in a row, like 2 weeks in a row in a way. But like, do you want to still try showing something to this week?
Well, to be honest, I haven't showed anything in a while.
Hold on. Well, it sounded like you had 2 things to show.
No, I don't have 2 things to show.
Oh, okay.
It's just that the world I wanted to show had the problem because I forgot to set the limit to 40. I changed it on the site, but I don't think that worked.
I think it.
However,
Okay.
like,
I'm hoping it would still work, but it sounds bad if it doesn't.
Yeah, but I do have another world that I could show that is in 40.
Okay. Would you like to show that then instead? Because I can gather people around in a few minutes.
Well, I'll just wait. And see if like I could upload this fast enough.
Oh, okay. I guess yeah. Just let me know when that's like completed. Hopefully it'll be within the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because everyone's still enjoying the video.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and turn that off.
Yeah, no, I listened to it for
As well.
I want to be able to do something like what I really want to be able to do is I was big on dual.
Do we have more worlds after this, or is this the last one?
So we're just waiting on Jinte right now. It sounds like they're uploading a world now.
If you guys in a rush, I could show the other one.
Well, not really in a rush. Like this is the last world, so it's like depending on whether or not you think we can show it.
Well, it's currently uploading right now.
Yeah.
The one I want to show back. I still have the other one in RZ from a while back.
I mean, it's fine to wait. Like, do you know how long it might be? Like, in that process, is it?
Depends. My internet is probably close out of everyone.
Oh no. Do you know what all the like? How much has changed at that? Because you said he was just like changing the player cap, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just changing the player cap.
I think at this point it might already actually be set, but I don't. We should probably just wait until it's finished uploading.
Yeah, it's like I see a lot of banding on you.
Oh yeah,
it's like right here.
It's on version.
sorry for putting you on the spot, but I'll be expecting you next
Friday.
That was yesterday, so I'll have to use the time machine.
That was 2 days ago, actually.
Oh my god, this time machine is broken. Hang on,
I think it must be, yes, I'm sorry about that.
I gotta recalibrate this thing. Yeah, at daylight savings time, it always throws the machine off.
Well, especially if you're trying to attend the meetup and bake, like, what were you thinking?
I was just telling the VRChat, but it's like, oh yeah, Blender's already taking 99% of my GPU, so I don't know why.
Yeah. It was like yesterday, when I was trying to be on voice chat and like watch a video and play Genshin while it was converting all of my Android assets. It was not a good time.
I mean, just trying to convert Android assets, like, yeah, just trying to convert Android assets, like, that'll lag my computer itself, so, like, I have to go leave.
So, by the way, Science, I pushed last night. I strongly suggest that you, when you don't need to use the project or your computer for, you know, I'm going to say like 6 hours, that you also convert it over to Android so you have it in the cache, because it took hours to convert Nature Manufacturer.
Isn't there like a way to make that super fast?
The first time?
Yeah.
So it's like, the other thing is, like, I had to disable the cache server at one point. But that was just because of, like...
I mean, the problem is, like, I wish you could just convert the stuff you're using, but no, it took the entire Nature Manufacturer folder, and, like, it's got, like, I don't know, 1 million textures, normal maps, bump maps, occlusion maps, AO maps.
I mean, one nice thing we could be, that I don't think we're going to do, is, like, find what things we're using or not using and delete the rest. But that's, like, effort.
Well, okay, like, it did have an example scene, but the thing is, like, that's not what, it's each individual texture that takes a long time.
Okay, yeah.
But
Those other sets are scary though.
I heard manufacturer folder.
Nature Manufacturer.
In case anyone didn't hear this, I used this video player, this exact world for Friday for PvP, and it worked fine for 4 hours.
Yeah, they make,
yeah, these people watched boring meme videos for 4 hours. I couldn't stand it.
Landscape.
But it's apparently based off your theater, wasn't it? Our video player?
Like, extremely realistic photoscan textures, and I'm basically
Oh, never mind then.
scraping all the good off.
What did you say?
Tekken on today was based, like, on a video player that you made? You made a video player?
I mean, I did a video on video players.
Oh, okay. Video on video players.
Under 100 batches, and I tried to build
Not meta enough.
The video on video players was alright. The 3-hour stream explaining how to sync them was not alright. It's like, it may be 3 hours, but it still classifies as clear and concise, because I cover it. The problem is it took 3 hours.
This is my fault.
Oh. Hold on. What is that? Is it ready?
I'm all set.
Okay, I'll go ahead and respawn everyone then.
And I'm afraid that the train may still...
It's a way of basically saying, like, we're moving on. It doesn't actually mean, like, respawn exactly. But in that case, fine. I'll just go ahead and say a quiet please.
That is straight up my theory about the networking talk I'm going to be doing. It's like,
Oh.
clear and concise, it's still an hour.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, everyone's quiet down. Let's all listen to Jinte here.
Morning, everyone. I want to discuss one of my new projects I've been working on. I know some of you guys would know that I'm like the guy that created most of the racing worlds, but recently I kind of have a hobby change, so this is gonna be something new. And also, this is kind of my pursuit on world. Wait, where do I drop forward?
Everybody pick a side.
How about down by the screen?
Or that.
Down by the screen.
Drop it down the stairs, I guess, yeah.
Oh. Drop it like it's hot. I have risen.
There we go.
Would have been funnier if you dropped it by that door over there. Everyone who needs the bathroom, they end up going into world instead.
Okay, looks good.
Where's the Yeah, if you're on the beta.
Oh no.
Really quickly. Okay, so you should be on the beta. 100 frames.
What have I heard this music from before? This music is very familiar.
I'm not sure if it's copyrighted music or not. But what I'm seeing, best killing spree, what?
I'm not a very good pilot, so I'm just gonna sit and watch.
If anyone finds the music too loud, the music player is over there.
What the hell?
Actually, if you set it to 50% should be. Oh no, you can play with the wind. You can already cause disaster from here.
My frame rate hurts.
Okay.
Jin?
This is very exciting.
Is the wind control local or world?
Okay, what's going on here?
Local.
What is going on here?
Wow. Okay, I am
Mute Cyan.
apparently drifting.
Mute me? What?
Be able to stop your video player from streaming?
Your stream, silly. Yeah, Jack came in to check on me. He figured out how to make a bun and stick a pencil in it, and I'm like, yep.
Yeah, I can't pause
Hair
this.
physics.
Hmm.
So what's going on?
Yeah, I haven't updated the music player, so yeah. Also,
I like this music. It's
Here's
excitement.
the airplanes to work.
Oh look, the sparkles.
I can't do anything.
Sparkles dance with you.
Yeah, I can't do anything to it.
I see a button here.
Well, what does this world do? There's a button that I will push in a minute. Let me come over and read.
How dare past Guardian do this?
Oh no, flying. Oh gosh.
Past Guardian is similar.
Pull and hold the grip on the joystick to grab.
There you go. There you go. Go for it.
Just keep spinning. Are there any other chairs?
Oh, there we go.
And they've all finally figured it out. And yet, that's what those things do.
Oh, somebody crashed.
In general, VR movement is not something that I do well. Who is bombing us?
Oh, good.
Oh no! He's a flat. Oh my god. He's a shark. Oh my god.
He's the only good pilot.
Speaking. I set my headset off for an RMA to get it.
Oh no! Wait, did they? Okay, is it an index? Did they not send you a new one first?
jump before you can use the jetpack because if you're not jumping,
That's a mirror.
you can't set someone's velocity if they're grounded.
Yeah, I was trying to take off.
I don't like flying. I do not like flying.
Why am I just running? So let's see what actually is going on here. We got some, obviously, people flying around. I'm not sure how many different spots people can take the vehicles from. Just continually go up.
That's a lot of vaccine right there. What's this one?
Oh, mirror. There's an aircraft carrier version of this, I think, that's pretty good. Is there? You actually have to, you have to use the catapult to get off the deck, the whole deal.
My landlord has got his vaccine this week, and I can't get my vaccine for like 3 more months because everything's fucking slow when it gets to like under 30s in prison, and life isn't fair. Life isn't fair.
I like that smoke trail.
What is happening?
We do have roll on the particles.
Why is it so loud? It's so loud.
Alright, I'm gonna turn the world down a little bit. Because as much as like... There we go.
How long have we been in here? I'll have to give a few minutes. So this says kills on the side. Oh, 7 minutes. Thank you. So it says kills. Like, are you actually shooting other planes down, or is it like shooting people too?
Yeah, you can shoot other planes.
Hmm. I definitely saw like what missiles and explosions, but I didn't see like what they were hitting at.
Yeah,
Nope, this is Last World.
If it was a bit brighter, I'd probably know what's going on.
A bit brighter. Well, I mean, just take your, I guess, left hand, jump, and then push it, and you'll go up, and you'll just see everything that's going on.
If you guys want, there's like a monitor so you could see where the jets are. It's like over there.
Oh, is that what this button was?
I never... Yeah, I never... There we go. Oh, we can see somebody.
Oh, cameras.
Wait, who's setting it?
Also, just a reminder, the toggle isn't local, so yeah.
Nobody's killed anybody yet.
Does it just cycle through, or is it by button? People are pushing the button.
I think it's cycles through the planes. And then it's global.
Yeah.
Just makes me want to play Ace Combat.
I can't turn it off. Which one is it?
Boing,
yeah.
boing, boing.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm kind of hard by AC.
You see the Deca Gear thing this week where they were showing off? They've got these 6 DualSense style haptic triggers they're testing out.
I have not seen that yet.
Yeah, so they I don't think it'll be in the Deca 1, but no, but it was on. I think it was on hardware, wasn't it? But you basically, if you've ever heard about how the PS5 does its triggers, the triggers have got haptic resistance on them, so they can be more resistant if you pull. So if you, for example, you are holding down like a big gun, you can make the trigger more resistant and have force feedback compared to say a simple toggle, right? A simple button you're flipping.
Yeah.
So apparently it's really immersive, and they're apparently trialing it on the Deca Move, but.
So my opinion on things like that is literally anything that adds mechanical complexity to something that has a lot of cycles. Neat, gonna break.
If Sony had put it in their flagship controller, I trust it's a good system. Because Sony have some of the best mechanical engineers for controllers in the world.
Okay,
Period.
if Sony can do it, yeah, that.
If Deca's using the same basic part as Sony, which I wouldn't be surprised if they were, they don't have to worry about because the R&D's already been done.
I like how it just crashed.
What you can do in here, Dinky?
Okay.
He just says that she crashes.
That, right?
Oh, there, I'm back.
Sure, no.
No, this is like the common problem, right? Is like, as a product designer, all of these companies would come in and be like, okay, Apple did this, we want to do that too. Sony does this, or you know, Samsung's phones can have this. Why can't we have it? And I'd be like, well, do you have the resources, engineers, reliability, factory expertise? Or are you a hardware startup? Okay, can you dial that back a little bit? And so that's the kind of thing is like, it's great that they're doing this ambitious stuff, and I'm happy to support them. I don't expect it to work well or be reliable unless it is an off-the-shelf component that has already been, so what will happen is the big companies, they will work with the component manufacturers and they will develop something and it'll be like just for them. And then 5 years later, everybody gets it. Right, and it'll already have gone through all the reliability and all that kind of stuff. And but like, you don't want to be the company developing custom stuff with one of the component manufacturers are trying to design your own, because reliability on anything mechanical is very, very hard to dial in.
I think we've seen that a lot in VR, right? Like the two controllers that have been the most fallible controllers, the Index and the Vive 1 controller, both of which were doing novel things no one had done before, right? So all the tiny haptic buttons on the Index, the finger tracking, all this stuff, this is all really novel, but I think everyone remembers the Vive having the cardboard fix for its directional buttons not working after a while, because the internal knob underneath the thumb tracker started wearing down. It started not being able to send certain directions. So you had to open the thing up, take the top off, and put a bit of cardboard underneath to repad it out. You know, that happens, right? But then Oculus comes out with the the recent Quest controls they've got, and they're ridiculously simple pieces of kit. They're just like a few LEDs under the surface and like a few buttons, and that's it. That's work, and they're great.
Well, you also have to realize that the reliability team at Oculus is bigger than most companies.
Yep. So
Oculus.
That's the thing. So Facebook have 10,000 people working on VR, right, and alternate and AR stuff, right? 10,000.
I cannot. Okay, number one, I believe that those numbers are very inflated, and also there's like, you know, that's a lot. That's research, hardware, software, user testing, like support. You know, so like I would not use those numbers for anything, and I don't even know if those are even remotely accurate.
I would say
at the same time, Facebook is enormous, and they have a lot of resources.
Facebook's enormous, right? They have, but the number of people who work at Facebook is somewhere on the order of 50,000 people. If they is directly employed by them, from what I understand, that's the numbers they put out themselves, about 50,000 people. And Activision Blizzard, like that's 10,000 people. That's for a gigantic video games publisher. It's
also for the big Facebook is small compared to the other big tech companies. Right, so Apple and Microsoft and Google are all a lot bigger than Facebook is. Facebook, and not only that, but I'm going to say Facebook is not actually good at hardware. They're a software company.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah, they're like Valve, same kind of thing. They make good hardware, but they're psychologically a software company. And Facebook are psychologically a SaaS company, like that kind of software as well. They don't really do like paid for services very well. They're more like, we provide this software as a service to people, right? Give us your data. Give us your data, right? We need this data so we can do better. We need this data so we can build better algorithms so our advertising becomes superior. So they still can't. It's still end-to-end encrypted. If they break it, if they break their WhatsApp end-to-end encryption, it will be noticed. Like they can't because Google, like, WhatsApp is used by like the private parliamentary business of parliamentary select committees in Britain, right? Because it's easier than everything else. If that got broken into, you'd have a ginormous political shit show. WhatsApp's trusted by the British state. Like, it's end-to-end encrypted. If MI5 say it's good, it's
so
good.
what? I'm just looking back and forth.
Because nowadays, if you go out and get a Quest 2 now, you put on your headset, and the first thing that it tells you is, "Hi, how are you doing? Where's your Facebook account?" Like what?
Yeah.
You have to have that.
That's what annoys me. Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry, Fee. I didn't mean to bring that up. You sounded upset.
She's staring off into space. It's not her concern anymore. It's fine. It's fine. She runs a games company now.
Not my circus, not my monkey.
Also, Fiona, I know people. I know. Fiona, I saw your tweet earlier, and I was going to say, just because there are some bad game companies out there, the industry is not actually a bad place to work. We are actually lovely people, mostly, as long as you don't work in AAA.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
But no, so
mostly.
this was specifically referencing a tweet that was like, if you're a 3D artist in the games industry 10 years ago, here's the software that you needed to know. And it was like Maya, Photoshop, some other things I didn't even know what they were. If you were a 3D artist in the games industry now, here's what you need to know. Like 50 things, and I was just like,
ZBrush, substance painter, substance designer.
oh wait.
Blender.
It was more the disconnect. It was more the disconnect I had of like, I've always been like, oh yeah, don't get in the games industry. The games industry, like, so my husband was in the paper games industry, and I had friends who were in the video game industry, both as indies and AAA and whatever. And like, universally, all ended very badly. Like, hey, I've been working here for 10 years. Oh, you just got laid off 1 week because like the management decided to be shitty with no, severance, and just like all sorts of terrible stuff.
No warning either.
That may be an
totally.
American problem rather than anything else. That may be an American problem. You can't do that here in Europe.
No, not just that, but then it's also like very if you're like, oh, I love video games, I'm gonna go into school for video games. There's an entire industry of basically scam schools for getting you into the video games industry, right? They like put up the signs, they pay us a lot of money, we're gonna like give you some courses, and we're gonna promise you jobs, and none of that actually will get you anywhere near the games industry. And so it's just like because like it's and then when you actually, if you do get a job, it's very low paid, long hours, horrible crunch. Yeah. So I'm always just like, no one would ever want to develop games. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
It can be better than that. You can.
Here we are.
can find good companies. You can find good companies. They do exist. Like, my law, great. Like,
they exist, but the problem is they're being blanketed by the bigger
the people at my company, the folks who work on Eve, many of them have been working on Eve for 15 years and they love their jobs. They're all really happy with it. They are fulfilled, happy people that get to work the job they love doing. That does exist. There are people, that was what Blizzard was like before the Activision buyout. If you talk to people, if you talk to Blizzard, ex-Blizzard people, like, yeah, the game, it was a chaotic company. We all loved working there when we made World of Warcraft, right? Everyone was like, this is going to be the best thing ever. And these days it's much more corporate because they've tried to merge together the Blizzard and Activision top level. And everyone's now quit Blizzard over it.
Well,
it's really any company, right? That's
There's
just
always a
how
problem
things
with
go.
growth, though.
I'm gonna brag about this, but my view is that Europe is the best place to develop games because we have the most diverse bunch of people who do stuff. We have the best training. We have the best employment law. So it's very hard to fuck creators over as badly in Europe. Like, you have to give people working. There's the EU Working Time Directive. You have to sign away your rights to say, no, I don't want to work for more than 48 hours a week. We have better employment tribunals. We have all of that. It's just better here. So I'm going to be very biased on it. But everything I hear is a Japanese and American problem. Like, the legislation there allows workers to be exploited more.
Oh, by the way, since we're on the same topic, I'm still extremely doubtful, and I'm still trying to look into it. Because Jeff Kaplan's departure from Blizzard is very questionable. Sorry. Very questionable. He would not drop a legacy just out of the blue. No way. And his last leaving note, the last leaving note he left behind was very suspicious. I'm sorry, but there's something else happened. I'm not buying what he said.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
You don't like. Generally, when you get very senior people leaving a games company like Blizzard, it's usually because something very bad's happened internally. Particularly because they've just had their Overwatch 2 lead leave, and Overwatch 2 is a quagmire mess of a product that shouldn't exist. Overwatch 2 is supposed to be a live support game like Team Fortress 2. Why is there a sequel coming out? It shouldn't happen. There's no need for that product to exist. It's a big problem. So...
And they want to make the first Overwatch free to play, while Overwatch 2, you have
yeah,
to
it makes
pay
no
for.
sense. Overwatch 2 is
very fishy. It's very fishy.
Like, I don't know. Riot's a very imperfect. Yeah, we can hear you, Ningy. You can hear Ningy.
Are you there?
Yeah, I know a guy who went off to work at Riot, and I'm like,
You can definitely come if you want.
I'm pretty sure you'd regret it in 6 months, but have fun. You know.
You have to request off me when I.
You had to relocate to Singapore as well, which is actually quite nice to live.
You know what started happening with Riot is that ever since Tencent kind of poked their nose into their business, they dramatically changed the mastery chest that you get if you get an S in the back. now you're starting to get freaking skins in those chests, and you're not supposed to. You're supposed to be getting champions, and now champions have been removed from that.
Yeah.
Hello?
Riot's one of those situations for me where I'm incredibly biased because AI now, the character designer on Project L is a guy who used to work for us, and he's a really nice bloke. And they're going to do some really good stuff with Project L, but I'm very nervous about Riot in general in the fighting game community. But we're all given the fact they brought out Legend of Runeterra, which is fantastic. It's one of the better online card games I've played. And they generally know what they're doing.
The MMO they're trying to put together, which God help us what that's going to be.
That'll be alright as well. They know what they're doing for live services. They know what they're doing for online services. I have no doubt they'll produce something quite good.
You have to remember, when League of Legends started, there was no Tencent. This time, for this MMO, we have a Tencent.
I mean, I would infinitely rather it be done by like a company I trust to make a good MMO like Pearl Abyss, right? A bit biased, we're owned by Pearl Abyss. But I don't doubt that Tencent's infinite piles of money and Chinese talent, which is, from what I understand, basically, how do Chinese companies make video game? There are 10,000 people, there's like 1,000 people at this company, and every company's like that. NetEase, for example, have just flaws and flaws and flaws and flaws developers. They are humongous companies. It's a really different way of making games there. Like, very, very well organized, very, very big companies.
Literally, they have a game in development. They have a project, they have an idea, they move into announcements, open up a CVT, everything's fine and dandy, move CVT to CVT2, still everything fine and dandy, CVT2 to live, everything goes to shit.
That's not fair. Well, Eve Echoes, that was a collaboration with NetEase. Eve Echoes came out and was actually pretty strong. We were all very happy with Eve Echoes internally, from what I understand. Like, everyone was like, yeah, it went pretty well. So,
one other game.
Sorry, Nerd Talk.
That NCSoft really upset me with was, I don't know if you recall it, but there was one called Master X Master. It's literally League of Legends, but you play two champions at once. So you switch between the two on the fly. Fantastic idea, had PvP, had MOBA, it had PvE, so it had a full PvE campaign as well that you could play with 4 other people. And then after about 2 months, when they saw that everyone liked the game, they were like, okay, everyone's happy. Let's monetize the shit out of this game and piss people off. The second they did that, they didn't last more than 2.5, 3 months. They literally shut down.
The thing about those
existed for less than a year.
The only thing I'll say about the Chinese game development of games at that scale is that I very much doubt that if those games fail, there's any actual financial peril for anybody involved with them. I'd be very surprised if the Chinese government would let any major gaming venture implode that much, shall we say. So they can do big bets on big expensive projects because the companies are literally too big to fail, and they're too strategically important to the state. NCSoft is Korean, but I'm talking about the Chinese stuff. What's it called?
Oh no, the Chinese stuff is its own story.
Yeah, NCSoft is just really scummy. NCSoft is just super scummy. I'm not a fan of NCSoft stuff. Anyway.
No, they weren't, when I had Guild Wars 2, they were not scummy, but then when I started playing, Master X Master, I forgot what the other game I tried was, but Guild Wars 2 was the only one where the game was, you could play it without feeling backstabbed. Whereas the other 2 games, they purposely push you into a corner, like arm bending you into saying, okay, I give, I'm going to go to the cash shop and I'm going to buy the mats off there so I can actually join my friends to do the raid next week. And with the way that's happening, literally that Blade and Soul is being kept running by whales, literally speaking. If not for the whales, that game's gone. Absolutely gone.
It's always whales though. There's a big push in the industry for whale fishing, which is sad because that was such an objectionable talk by the online guy who came up with the term. But that notion that you're always looking for those people spending $1,000 in your game, right? And those people are your
representation, aren't you?
Yeah, the famous one. That's where whale comes from. Like, you'll always see games talking about uncapped spending potential and that kind of things these days. But in fairness, at least we play VRChat where they're trying to be very careful on this shit. Because how much money is Tundra raised on their Kickstarter from 99.950% full body above? How much money is that? It's like $1.2 million, isn't it?
Crowdfunding 101 is to weigh undershoot your goal for what you actually want to hit.
But
right.
it's, yeah, but it's
like,
how much money is
they they're 5 times their goal. It's like, well, yeah, they knew that was going to happen, right? Because you want to have like overwhelming success looking as opposed to like we want $2 million, we get 50,000. Oh crap.
You want 50,000 at 2 million, actually goes. But yeah, well, that's why I was with Tundra. I didn't jump onto the Tundra Kickstarter until they went, hey, we've got a lot of interest. We're going to be capping the number of people who can pre-order pretty soon. And I went, all right, they're deliberately leaving money on the table to make sure they don't have a social media nightmare in 6 months. Okay, you get my cash. Well done. You've successfully pickpocketed me. Because now you're saying we believe we think we know how many we can ship within this number. It is this number, and we're about to hit that, so we're going to cut off the amount of money. They are saying to say specifically, no more, like, you can't pre-order after this point. I'm like, yeah, it's responsible, right?
Yeah, that's a big problem. So they listed it as 250,000 as their goal, and they hit, according to Kickstarter, 1.148 million.
That's like 100% full body tracking users in VRChat.
If you land on anything, you just...
I mean, I supported them.
Plus me.
But, like,
so
at the same time, I don't actually expect
technically they handle it
fulfillment.
Wrong, but it works
hardware's hard.
for some
purposes. Like, you know, and the thing is, like,
the game thinks they're still...
I didn't give them money yet. Like, I gave them money to have the ability to give them money like that. Hold on, child.
It's true. You have to understand.
I'm like, if they have the ability, if they can fulfill it, the situation is I get more trackers and a dongle I can plug in to save me like 4 USB slots.
Children have to.
And to me, the dongle actually matters more than the trackers.
I mean, it's California.
In fairness,
it's unless they do a workaround, which I technically can't.
Does it rain a whole lot there?
Not outside of the rainy season, which is like October through March.
I wouldn't get it, so...
Oh, what was that random explosion just now?
I know, that was somebody.
I don't think they're exactly synced. They're similar, but yeah, there's still people having a good time with the airports. I've been like watching some of the fancy flights here.
The ground just randomly blew up while we were talking.
I just noticed that Asabrix's butt has very jiggly dynamic bones. If you look at the bottom of the shorts as they move around, it's very jiggly. Are you aware of that? How jiggly your butt is?
Because it's the acceleration, it's not the speed.
I don't know if they realize you're talking to them.
I can't put jiggle on.
She's talking to you, by the way.
Everyone decent.
But I have dynamic bones limited, so it can't be that any. Just very jiggly.
Actually, no, I didn't put any dynamic on me bum at all. It's just here, my hair, and my ponytail. That's it.
I see. I have no dynamic bones.
If I put one though for my tail, everyone will just lag. There's like 28 bones in my tail, and I was like, hell no, put any dynamic bones.
I think maybe the wings cape thing happens.
At the names.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm looking forward to?
yeah, but like I am limited, so like I still see yours. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think I'm getting so many network freezes for some reason all of a sudden, so I'm gonna go ahead and log off. Later.
Bye.
I'm waving so fast.
And I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. That is the end of the community meetup. Thank you guys for watching, and see you again next week. Bye for now.